Okay. Guys, I'm going to tell you something that is pissing me off in this game. These ignorant fucking cunts who think that, okay, look, there are not a lot of people playing this game at the moment, and they have the fucking nerve to create a server that is, or like a room that is as specific as like, oh, you have to be German, you have to be French. Can you fuck off? Like, just play with people from different countries. Us people who speak English have to deal with it all the time, so, and it's not even something you have to deal with, it's just, you play with people from different fucking countries, it's not a big deal, and when there are less people playing the game, there are less rooms, and so when you've got a room like this, oh, you have to be German, well, that makes life harder, doesn't it? Like, what otherwise would be a good room is instead, oh, you have to be German, fuck you! Oh dear. This person was trying to give another person pounders by trading it. I mean, this person does not realize that anything above, like rarity 4 and above, you cannot trade. Like, that is step 1 of playing the video game. Realizing that you cannot trade monster parts. And yet, this is the person who is actually trying to get Hunter rank 500s into the room to help. HR 500 plus help. Like, yeah, and you're Hunter rank 7. Okay! Oh god, like, imagine that. It would defeat the purpose of the game. That's why you can't do that. Imagine that, like, you just go to any person who is of a higher Hunter rank, who has pretty much too much of everything, and, like, it's not going to affect them giving you some random shit, so easy. No need to actually play the video game. Ooh. Anyway, I'll buy some field horns for fun, how about that? I'm not even going to buy it. Anyway, so I'll see you guys when we actually get into a quest. It will be a quest with a Brachydios, which I'm not looking forward to, so I'll see you guys in the fight in a moment. Well, I'm back, and we are now going into the Brachydios quest. It is, of course, high rank. It is HR 6. So, high rank, Jesus Christ, G rank, I meant to say. At least I corrected myself, you see. It's when you fail to correct yourself when it becomes annoying. And funnily enough, I thought Esmeralda's Tide would be better than this, but I forgot that I'm playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, not Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, where they actually buffed Esmeralda's Tide and gave it higher damage and higher sharpness and all of that. I think possibly even purple sharpness with sharpness +1, but actually probably not. I would say most likely just extra white sharpness. But anyway, yeah, not a huge fan of this spear, to be honest. There are indeed better, water weapons for me to be using, considering what I own, but I do need to get lance users up as well, so I will be doing that. Lances I am pretty good with generally, except most of my skill comes from my experience playing Monster Hunter 3 Tri, which I haven't played in about 6 or 7 years, so yeah, obviously it's been a long time since I've really tapped into my my knowledge or skill with using the lance. That was pretty much the last time I enjoyed using the lance, because you could counter on the first... Actually, no, you could counter on 3 hits, that's what I meant to say. So, being able to counter on 3 hits made using the lance very effective, so... And I was so used to being able to counter on the 3rd hit that it just... when you couldn't do it on the 3rd hit and had to do it on the 1st or 2nd, that kind of threw me off really hard, and I kind of lost confidence in my ability to use the lance. Well, not so much lost confidence in it, but it became kind of annoying to use it after that, so yeah, anyway. That's just my thing. Of course, once upon a time you couldn't even counter. I didn't really use the lance much before Tri, to be honest. It seemed like a bit of a boring weapon. I generally preferred to use the gun lance when it came to those 2 weapons, but anyway. I would advance forward with the X button, but no, couldn't be bothered. I almost went to say triangle, to be honest. No, let's not get hit by that. Surprisingly, I haven't gone down into green sharpness yet. Just blue sharpness in general is pretty bad, but anyway. I really don't know how long this fight is going to take. It's probably not going to take a short time, because we only have 3 people and my weapon is not that great. Tempted to set down a trap. Maybe I'll wait until he leaves the area. It's taken a bit too long for me to decide to put down a trap. I mean, I was thinking maybe putting down a shock trap and leaving my pitfall for when he actually is exhausted. Generally when you have 2 traps, I mean, I only carry 2 traps. I couldn't be bothered bringing combinations for traps. I never find a use for it. I mean, I can use multiple traps in one hunt, but I generally don't feel the need to do so. So it's generally a bit of a waste for me to bring all those combination materials and then therefore make it harder to carve items in the end. But yeah, so what I was trying to say was that when you do have 1 shock and 1 pitfall trap, keep the pitfall trap for when he is exhausted, because you will indeed get the most use out of it. I mean, you'll get a lot more use out of using a shock trap when he's exhausted as well, but the difference between the shock and pitfall trap is that it does take longer for a monster to get out of the pitfall trap, so it's also the same with an exhausted monster. It takes a very long time for an exhausted monster to get out of a pitfall trap generally, so yeah. Pitfall traps, I would really kind of hold off on using them. Unless you really need to break something and people are crying and all this. It's like, oh, we need to break this thing. I mean, these people are looking for pounders, so I'm kind of aiming for the hands if I can do such a thing. I'm sort of doing my best to aim for them, but I'm not going to really inconvenience myself to try and hit them, because otherwise, like, the idea is to be able to hit the enemy as much as possible, because then you'll be able to do more damage over a certain period of time. I mean, if you are wasting too much time trying to aim for one specific thing, you might not be hitting the enemy quite as often, and therefore you're not going to be doing as much damage per period of time as you could be if you were just attacking as much as you could regardless of what you're hitting. So yeah, but I mean, that's if you're aiming for something to break. If you're actually aiming for the most susceptible part of the monster, then that's a bit of a different story of, oh, this is not good at all. Fortunately I managed to get out of there, but that person, Sanya, was not quite so lucky. I really do hate it when Brachydios really kind of chases after you when you are low on health. He does do that sometimes. He's one of those very pursuing monsters, which I think is kind of normal for brute wyverns. They're the more pursuant. I really don't believe pursuant is a word, Doomlink, but thanks for trying. I'm just getting impatient with myself, I guess you could say, when I am frustratingly and frustratedly is, I don't even know if frustratedly is a word either. I should probably just give up on the English language, I think would be, I think that would be a good course of action, Doomlink. But anyway, if I get hit one more fucking time by this moron of a monster, I will really lose my fucking cool. But anyway, yeah, I do not like the Brachydios. There are a lot of brute wyverns that I'm not a huge fan of. The Brachydios is one of them. Yeah, well, to be honest, there's no real basis for that. I do like a lot of the brute wyverns. I like the Uragan, I like, can you stop hitting me? It's mainly because I have to fucking roll every single time you hit me, and it's getting annoying. Stop it. Anyway, yeah, I love the Devil Joe, or Ibirujo, and, keep away from me, please. Okay, so, yeah, Devil Joe, Uragan, what other brute wyverns do I like? It's funny, in terms of brute wyverns, not many come to mind outside of this game. I mean, brute wyverns weren't introduced in Tri, were they? I don't believe they were. I mean, I'm trying to think to the earlier games, trying to think of monsters that really fit the brute wyvern archetype, but I don't really think that they existed. I mean, the Rajang wasn't a brute wyvern, was he? I don't believe so. I think he was something else. No, he must have been a brute wyvern. I mean, come on, Rajang's pretty crazy. I think that there must have been brute wyverns. I think I'm just being stupid and just forgetting everything, which is not uncommon. I think you'll find, like, I forget a lot of stuff when it comes to playing games. I can really forget so much stuff. It's insane. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much, like, I really realized that when I was playing through, well, not playing through, but actually watching my playing through Dark Souls 2 and seeing just how much I actually forgot of that game. It was pretty astounding. It was like I was playing through it for the first time towards the latter portion of it. It was really bad. But, yeah, oh well. It's not a big deal. I'm not that bad at this point in this game, fortunately, because I have played a lot of Monster Hunter. He is eating, which is actually not ideal. That's going to limit his exhaust. I might actually go and get a trap out. I don't think that I mean, is it better to capture or to kill for pounders? I cannot remember. I have not tried to get Brachydios stuff for a long time. Because, you know... Can you go away? Can you do that? God, he pursues you a lot more annoyingly in... he flinched himself with his own rock, if you didn't notice there, but... yeah, he pursues you a lot more annoyingly in 4 Ultimate to my memory, so... yeah, that's just not as bad in this game. But anyway, yeah, I can't really remember whether it's better to capture or kill, but I'm going to get a trap out either way, because I think we do want to aim for those pounders. Oh god, I really overestimated the distance of his jump there, if you didn't notice. But anyway, I'm going to heal, and I'm getting a trap at the ready. I will... oh, there we go. It is time to get the pitfall out. Don't you dare fucking hit me. I don't know. I will kill you. Oh, great. Good time to fucking knock him over. I mean, it's not too bad, you know. Of course, same with being knocked over. Oh, he's going to fall. He's going to walk right into the trap, which is great. I'm actually going to take the time to kill this fucking Rhinopolis. How about that? There we go. I think he died, which is good. I might actually try and trap him in a shock trap once he comes out of this one. I think it is about time for me to start putting it down. Oh no, I can't put it down. Well, yeah, that's right. Oh, me being funny and forgetting how to trap in this game. Anyway, let's make full use of this here, and then I'll get down. I'll put down a shock trap because he's still exhausted, so let's try and do this nice and quickly here. Can you not hit me? I will get so angry I can't even express in words how angry I will be. So the good thing about shock traps is... okay, it's alright, Doomlink, don't get too angry, don't get too angry. He's just a moron, Doomlink, don't get angry at morons. They don't even realise it half the time. Anyway, I'm not doing this to capture, I'm doing this to take advantage of the exhaustion, and yeah. Anyway, like, when I get hit by some fuck face using a weapon, and I'm like clearly crouching down putting something on the ground, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna keep attacking, yeah, it's pretty annoying, but anyway. That's just me, you know. One of my little gripes in this game. I'm very, very unfriendly with online people. Not necessarily to their face, sometimes to their face if they're pissing me off enough, but yeah, I mean, I just generally... something about this game makes me very, very critical of the people that I play with. And yeah, anyway. Oh, I need to get another cool drink on the go. Let's do that now. That is indeed a priority when you are in a hot area. Let's not get hit by that, could be a plan. I have been wanting to sharpen for a while, but there's also a part of me that couldn't be fucking bothered. Honestly. But it is green sharpness, so it's not good. I timed that poorly. Generally you shouldn't even charge with the spear, it's just bad. You can't get out of the charge easily, you're kind of stuck in it. And it's, oh, okay, well that's me dead, everyone. Or not, that's right, I have Moxie. Lucky me, lucky me. Can you not attack me at this point in time? Like, clearly I'm one hit away from death, stop doing that. Anyway, yeah, so the reason why I started sharpening there was because I didn't realise that I had actually set the whetstone as my usable item. I thought that I had set a potion because I was kind of getting low on health, but I still had sharpening in my mind at that point, so I obviously put down a whetstone. Well, I equipped a whetstone instead of a potion, and then used the whetstone before double checking that it was indeed a potion, and yeah. That almost resulted in death, but I have Moxie, so that's a good thing. And if you don't know what Moxie is, it is a foo skill which allows you to sustain a hit that would ordinarily kill you one time, and it gives you a tiny little sliver of health. Possibly just 1 health point, but yeah. I'm really getting sick of this fucking monster. I don't like it at all. I've never liked this guy. Liked, I say. But yeah, this was Brachydios' first appearance. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and yeah, I can't really remember how I felt about him originally. I think originally I thought him to be quite difficult to fight, and thanks for actually hitting me there. I almost got fucking upswung by this moron of a cunt. Look at you, I thought that you were upswinging there again. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of upswinging. people who use greatswords and upswing are probably dumb and should stop using greatswords because they don't know how to actually use them. How to actually use them, I should say. Anyway, yeah, so that was Brachydios dead. It only took a little bit over 10 minutes, I think. Maybe around 12 minutes, I don't know, but yeah, seriously, fuck that. I don't like this monster at all, and as I have said before, I've never liked it, so yeah, stuff it. Anyway, I think that's about all that junk items, yeah, well, there you go. That's what you get. Actually, no, Sanya was the one who was being an asshole. You were okay, I don't know. It's pretty bad when the person using the greatsword is hitting you more than the person using the bloody dual blades, oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, so I think I've played enough of this game for today. I have been recording for 1 hour and 3 minutes. Don't know where all that time went, but it went somewhere. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my recording here. I'm assuming we're in part 8 right now, so yeah, I will see you guys when I next decide to record this game. I've got no idea when that is going to be. I hope that I can get around to actually editing this video that I've recorded here, because I'm not really in the mood to edit it, to be honest, because I've done so much editing lately with Dark Souls 2, but yeah, I hope that I can edit it and upload it maybe this week, hopefully, but can't make any promises. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. It is once again the 7th of February 2017 as I'm recording this, and yeah, I will see you guys. Actually, I'll show you my guild card just to show you what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming to get I'm getting that as like a flat straight line, and as you can see, I need to work on the lance and the hunting horn to get that. But anyway, yeah, that's just, I'm showing you what I'm doing in this game. I'm not going to continue playing because I'm sick of playing and I'm sick of recording after an hour. I've definitely done more than that. I've done some bloody long recordings in the past, but I think my record is 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm not a live streamer, so my record isn't fucking 15 hours, or those cunts that do a 40-hour live stream and they sleep on camera, like, oh my god. Anyway, it's like, who's gonna sit there and watch some fucking moron sleeping? I mean, seriously. Anyway, that's just me, but anyway, I'm going to say goodbye again. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you when I next decide to record this game. And, yeah, peace.